Today I'm going to be assessing you using the Western Aphasia Battery Revised. The first section is the spontaneous speech content section. We're just going to do a couple of questions out of each section. How are you today?
Good.
What is your full address?
Bowling Green, Kentucky.
The next section is spontaneous speech fluency. The directions say circle the point value that represents the statement that best describes the patient's speech fluency. So for this section, it has a scale from 0 to 10, 0 being no words and 10 being normal speech, and you just rate the client's speech. The next section is auditory verbal comprehension, yes or no questions. I'm going to ask you some questions. Answer yes or no. Is your name Smith?
No.
Is your name Wilson?
Yes.
Are the lights on in this room?
Yes.
The next section is sequential commands. For this section, you will need a coin, a piece of paper, and a pen. See the coin, the paper, and the pen? I will ask you to point to them and do things with them. Are you ready?
Yes.
Point to the coin and the pen. Point to the pen with the paper. The next section is repetition. Repeat these words. Say bed.
Bed.
Say window.
Window.
Say 45.
45.
The next section is object naming. What is this?
A watch.
What is this?
A cup.
What is this?
A pen.
For this section, it has a list of 20 items, and you will point to that item and see if they can name it. The next section is reading. The directions say, ask the patient to read a paragraph aloud from a magazine. Score up to 5 points for fluent, correct sentences. Deduct 1 point for each significant error or omission. Determine level of reading comprehension by asking questions. Score up to 5 additional points for reading comprehension. So for this section, they will just read any paragraph from any magazine, and you'll score them based on their reading. The next section is writing. Write your name. Write, the telephone is ringing. This next section is Aphasia, and it's optional, but we're still going to demonstrate a couple of tasks. I'm going to ask you to do some things. Try to do them as well as you can. Wave goodbye. Pretend to blow out a match. And that concludes the Western Aphasia Battery Revised.